Well, hello and welcome to a new video. We are going to take a look at the performance of Clair Obscure on the NVIDIA RTX 5000 Max-Q edition. And we're going to play this at 1440p with the Epic preset and DLSS set to performance here. So Epic preset, everything Epic here. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need this DLSS here, because we're already seeing around 40 FPS, and that is still playable, but it feels a lot more stuttery than my 1600 XT desktop system, which I've just played this game on. All right, so let's go ahead and see how well this is going to run in fights as well. And I have only started playing this game, so forgive my terrible gameplay here. But yeah, this RTX 5000 is inside my Lenovo ThinkPad P15 Generation 1, which means that it also does have 32 gigabytes of system memory, as well as an 8-core i7-10875H, which is definitely going to be a bottleneck in other titles, but I really don't think it's going to be a problem in this one here, at least at these kind of FPS. It seems to me that we are very much fine. And is this a new enemy type? Very interesting. But if you haven't played Clair Obscure, you should definitely give it a try. It so far has been really a pleasure to play through the game. The characters seem to be very nicely fleshed out, and the story also is intriguing so far. And obviously you can see graphics-wise, this is from some developers who parted ways with Ubisoft a while ago, and it looked so much better than anything Ubisoft has produced in the last decade. So I really can not praise this game high enough for the brief time that I've played it. I don't really know what happened here. I'm just gonna skip that, because why not? But yeah, you can see it is also definitely a very demanding title. The RTX 5000 is the equivalent to the RTX 2080 Super. Obviously, with the MaxQ version, it is a lot weaker than the fleshed out gaming cards here, which you can find in something like a Lenovo Legion laptop. That means that we will see around, I think, 8,500 points in times by graphics score, as compared to 10 to 11,000 points with the 2080 Super in a Lenovo Legion, which you would normally see. So obviously you can expect better performance if you do have the like 150 watt version of this card, or even the RTX 2080 Super. But yeah, it still is a nice performer, and the advantage it has over the 2080 Super is definitely the fact that it has 16 gigabytes of VRAM, which comes in handy in a lot of modern titles, which also can be seen in something like Oblivion, or Indiana Jones: The Great Circle, I guess, is the most prominent example of VRAM usage which you have in modern titles, because even my 16 gigabyte RX 6900 XT is struggling with this game when I activate all the settings. So I really have to say that I think it is not really a bad choice to use this card instead of the 2080 Super, simply due to the fact that we do have the extra VRAM here in the system. But yeah, obviously from the rasterization performance, it is going to be worse than that. But yeah, it's the 90 watt version. We're not really reaching 90 watt here right now, and I haven't seen 90 watts in the last days when using this laptop. I don't really know why. I think when I had it a while ago and it was really new, it definitely reached the 90 watt and even exceeded this limit for a while. But yeah, right now I can only see it going up to 85 watts and even 90 watts at sometimes. And that's even though it's really cool from the system. And oh, I think I attacked this guy too late. But yeah, let's go ahead and see. Oh, and it's a new enemy type. And I'm really terrible at the game. I really don't know why in the last video I managed to actually parry every attack that was brought up against me, but yeah, usually that's not the way it goes. Okay, so we're seeing 36, 30 FPS here in combat missions, or in combat actually, which is not too bad since it's not a first-person shooter, since you don't really have to. I mean, you do have to dodge enemy abilities and stuff, but it's really not all that bad. I'm just gonna kill this guy, or at least hope to kill him. No, I can't. Oh yeah, I'm terrible. How did I not parry that? Incredible. I'm just gonna attack, because why not? I would like to choose this guy. And he dodged it, obviously. I don't know, I think you actually have to parry these guys, because I have never hit these people, these enemies with a spell so far. Alright, but yeah, I mean, 1440p and epic settings, that is still impressive for this now 5-year-old card, in my opinion. Especially in a title which is looking as nicely as this one is here. And I also think that, yeah, I mean, 40 FPS here is plenty fine, and DLSS performance also still looks, to me, not really much different as compared to the native resolution. Okay, and I still can't parry for shit. Yeah, I still can't parry. So yeah, I definitely would have no problem playing this game, or play through the entirety of this game like this. I'm just gonna burn this guy, if I can. And I'm still missing everything. Ha! No, get parried, bitch. Dodge this. Yeah, I mean, you can see even with these kind of FPS, I still am able to counter the attacks of the enemies, and am very, very easily able to play through it. So yeah, if you want to play Clair Obscure on the RTX 5000 MaxQ, you definitely can, and even at epic settings, in my opinion.